Hello everyone. Today I'm reviewing the Milwaukee M18 FID2 impact driver, or the European version, the FID2. After heavy intensive use, I've basically used it for everything but driving nails, and I'm not even sure about that. I'll share my impressions of this tool and my experience working with it. It naturally comes with a belt clip and a bit holder, the same ones as on the drill driver. I've already reviewed those, and in a word, garbage. More details in that review. Moving on. Weight without anything attached, just under a kilogram. With a 2Ah battery, it's about 1.4 kilograms. With a 5AA, it's 1.7 kilograms. Working with a 3Ah battery is uncomfortable. Just the weight distribution. This change. Not really my thing. Ergonomics. I used to be convinced this was the most comfortable impact driver I'd ever held, until I held this thing. The handle here feels quite thick, meaning if you have pianist hands, you might feel like you're holding a rubber-wrapped brick. Or conversely, if you have very large palms and thumbs, it might feel a bit small. In short, see for yourself. Why did I even dwell on this? If a tool isn't comfortable to use, its specifications don't matter at all. The chuck is, of course, a 1/4 inch hex bit holder. Bits insert without needing to pull the collar. They come out by pulling it. There's run out, like in all hex drives. Well, something like that. The light is located under the chuck. Let's check the light. It's there and seems to shine where needed, but frankly, it's not enough for me. Comparing it to the drill from the same line, it's very weak. And compared to alternatives, say Ryobi, that cost 3 times less, it's pretty mediocre. And naturally, Makita. That's basically a spotlight. So there is a light, but it's frankly lackluster. The body length is 116 millimeters. Now, the speed switch is located here. A single button. What about performance? There are 4 speeds in total. Careful, universal, make it quick, I'm in a hurry. And the 4th one is automatic, and it's about as useful as a pocket on underwear. It exists, but why? According to the manual, it's for sheet metal. In reality, it's completely useless. I tried using it, but it either stalls or overdrives on any fastener, or material. In short, this mode is non-existent, you can forget about it. The first speed, compared to newer impacts, is noticeably more powerful here. Small fasteners are a no-go. At first speed, it drives a 51mm screw without even engaging the impact mechanism. It's just right for indoor work. Generally good for wood. Small screws are definitely not for this tool. It will strip them instantly, even on the first speed. It occasionally snaps black draw screws. There's no escaping that. It's best to keep it away from MDF entirely. It drives any screws 32mm and longer into solid wood amazingly well. It's a joy to use with impact-rated drill bits on metal. Somewhere from 4mm up to 30mm with a step drill. Wonderful. Well, it only growls like a tractor. I've driven countless self-drilling metal screws with it. The bits are so-so, they break very often as soon as the impact engages. Whether on minimum speed or automatic mode. According to the manual, its maximum bolt/nut diameter is M16. That's basically true. Anything smaller than that, it loosens and tightens without question. If you try to loosen a seized 24mm nut even on the 3rd speed, it just hammers away. There's noise, but no movement. I really liked how it drives concrete screws and frame anchors. Everything is great with the battery. With the 2AH, it handles everything usually needed. But if you need to loosen something bigger, like M12 and up, you need to switch to a 5AA, and then the beast wakes up. This little beast is indestructible. I've dropped it, frozen it, and tortured it every way possible. It's alive and kicking. But if it does break, watch out. Like everything with Milwaukee, parts come in blocks, and you could be waiting until retirement. For accessories, bits naturally must be impact rated. Standard ones will just shatter when the impact engages. I use mostly brand name accessories except for the impact sockets. I didn't have enough cash for those. I got Force. They handle the impact perfectly. The genuine hex to 1/4 square adapter was a pleasant surprise. It handles any torque the impact driver puts out with ease. I also really like the brand name step drill bits, with the only caveat being that the price tag is terrifying. Moving on. Pros, cons, and nuances. Pros. It's one big plus all on its own. Powerful, lightweight, ergonomic, relatively quiet, and durable. A total blast. Cons. The light. Well, it shines like a cheap Chinese flashlight. It's there, but not much use. Competitors have better ones. Another con is the fourth mode. It's effectively useless. Another thing, the reverse switch sometimes acts up. You can flip it, but it will keep spinning the same way. Well, that's about it. As for nuances, some units of this model occasionally have defective chucks. So when buying, be sure to check that the bit locks in and doesn't fall out. What's the verdict? For most tasks, it's excellent. If you aren't planning on driving tiny fasteners or massive M20 bolts where you really need a high torque wrench, don't expect miracles. It'll work just fine. The weight-to-torque ratio is excellent. The ergonomics are good overall. Reliable, practically indestructible. In my case, a tool that has never even overheated. Both at the time of purchase and after 6 years of use, I am extremely satisfied and can boldly recommend it. If you aren't chasing the latest models, getting it at a lower price now is a great decision. Ensure this impact driver's fine. That's all for now. A review of the drill from the same series is on the channel. Check it out, compare, and choose. May all your screws go in straight. Good luck.